guys, welcome back to another video at The Academic Hacker. So today's video, I'll be doing a tour of my room. I'm living in central London as an exchange student. So I'm a student at Imperial College London, and all of us here in first year or exchange students get guaranteed accommodation in one of the student halls, which means we get a much cheaper rate than if we were to rent privately in the centre of London. So today I'll be showing you what my ensuite room kind of looks like and what you can get for £200 living in the centre of London. Let's get into it. So upon entering, you'll see that it's one single room, just under 10 square meters in size, which makes it £10 cheaper than if it were over 10 square meters, which isn't too bad. It means I can eat out one extra time a week. So to my right is the little bathroom, which I'll show you guys a bit later. And then as you walk in a bit further, you'll see that on one side is the bed, nice comfortable mattress, which is quite bouncy as well. At the moment it's late November, so in London it's getting a bit chilly, so I have two duvets. One is a duck down and one is a feather and duck down. And then next to it we have a radiator, which only gets turned on in the evenings and sometimes on weekends as well. And that just means I can put a towel on it, and every time I get out of the shower I have a nice warm towel that I can use that's very dry. Otherwise I can take it off and it will heat up my room quite a bit, so there's no need for any other heating or a lot of warm clothes. And then I just have a few things plugged into the power sockets, which are right behind the bed there. There's my hairdryer. I've added like a toilet roll kind of thing just to make sure that it's a bit thinner, so it's a bit easier to use, doesn't go everywhere. And then there's a fan, which I haven't really used, to be honest. There's a nice little lamp right above the bed, so if I'm reading at night or I need to quickly switch on a light in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, that's really handy. And the switch is just below it right there. And then we have a kind of wall area where we can put photos or other kind of stuff, but I like to keep my room quite blank, as you can probably saw when you entered the room with me. And then up here I just shelve a little bit of stuff. So we have some snacks, my table tennis bat and ping pong balls, loo rolls, the case for the Osmo DJI, which is what I'm using to film right now, my tripod, which I use for some of my other videos, and my Bluetooth headphones with noise cancelling function. So that is actually an Osdom headphone, less than $100, that I got back in 2017, and it's not the best, but I've used it today. It's it's nowhere near as good as the Bose headphones, but it gets the job done in regards to like comfort and noise cancelling. So just next to the bed, I've kind of put my suitcase, which was what I had when I arrived in London. And then the other two suitcases that I brought from Australia, I've put above the wardrobe just to make it a bit easier to have more space in this small room. So after that is the wardrobe. There's one main place where I can hang all my clothes. So I have all my jackets, some jumpers as well that I will be needing for the winter, and then some pants and some other smaller shirts as well. Then just beneath that is some of my pants and socks and underwear. And then at the bottom I have a few spare sheets and pillowcases as well. Next to it is a bin, which you probably don't want to see. And then we have my laundry basket. So my laundry gets done every 2 weeks generally. Right now it's going to be done today, so that's why at the moment it's very full. And then next to that is the most important space, and that is my desk. So right there is my bag, and then at the moment I have a down jacket right here. So my setup kind of looks like this. I have my laptop plugged in with I think it's a mini USB to HDMI cable which connects to the monitor. So that means I can use pretty much two screens to when I'm studying, or when I want to watch videos I can watch it on the big screen. For example, the soccer here. And then I have a Bluetooth keyboard and a Bluetooth mouse that is plugged into the laptop, just because I have a nice number pad that I like to use occasionally. And then the messiest part of it though is kind of hidden behind everything. So there's all those wires that you see there, charger, output to HDMI port, phone charger, and then also the adapter, which I needed because all of my things were from Australia. Then there's this nice lamp which actually provides quite a lot of light, especially when I'm studying. So I'm not sure if you can notice the difference, but quite a lot for me. Then I have my water filter. So that's quite necessary because apparently if you drink the tap water in London, you'll go bald or something. I'm not sure if that's true. Please let me know in the comments below. And then I have a little box which I made in one of my classes from Mech-Eng at Imperial College. I put all my stuff in my pockets as soon as I get home. So like my wallet. I don't really take this out, but it's like for all the coins that I have, which are quite heavy. My Bluetooth earbuds, and then also generally I would leave my keys in there as well. Then I have a few other things like my toothbrush, my water bottle, and then trimmer. So my phone charger is sitting right there next to the laptop. I like to keep it away from my bed by at least a couple meters, just so it's not too much of a distraction if I want to at night just play on my phone. That tries to keep me away from doing that. I put all my shoes either under the bed or just under the radiator to make the room look a little bit neat. So we have my UGG boots, which I wear if it's really, really cold. I'll probably start wearing that very soon. Sneakers, couple boots and trainers, and at the moment I'm just wearing some slippers because it's nice and comfortable and I'm just indoors. Then I have a little tray just underneath my bed, and that kind of houses all the different bags that I use for shopping, and then there's a hot water bottle there as well. So yeah, I was actually quite lucky in terms of room allocation. So my room is quite big compared to a lot of my friends, and then I'm also lucky in the fact that I have two windows. And they both look outside to the courtyard, sorry, not to the courtyard, to the main streets. Although they're quiet streets, it's a nice view to wake up to in the morning. Right now, there's a little bit of sun. It's not actually that miserable. Not raining all the time, which is pretty good. Then the other window kind of looks out onto the street as well, although it does look out to some of the neighbors, but that's okay. It's good to have two sources of natural lighting at a time, which is really, really nice to have. So at the moment my desk isn't too bad. There's also a few books that I'm using. I'm actually was studying just for dynamics and a few other subjects. That's why there's my pen calculators and notes in there. And then now I'll show you the little bathroom that I have. So I have to hang my kind of small towel on the door here because there's actually not a lot of space. The light's kind of automatic, so as long as I step in, it will turn on. We have our little sink, toilet, a bit of space to put a few toiletries, Listerine, shampoo, and moisturizer. And then that is the shower. So it's a very, very tiny space. And with the sink, how it works, with the shower, how it works, it kind of like, if you want hot water, you have to go all the way to the very end, and then you have to get out of the shower first before you turn it off, otherwise you'll get hit with a lot of cold water. So overall, it's quite a neat little room. Just enough for me, not too small. Very nice, compact and convenient. Has everything that I need. So it's quite nice. For London, it's actually quite cheap at £200 a week. Not catered, but it does include like all your different utilities, such as your internet, which gives you 2 connections to do devices. So for me, that's my laptop and my mobile phone. And then yeah, so that's pretty much it for the room tour. Let me know if there's anything else you want to know about, more particularly like my desk setup as a student, or how I just keep my room kind of neat and somewhat organized. Special shout out goes to my friends back in Sydney who purchased this DJI Osmo 3 gimbal for me that I can use to film. Hopefully the footage that you saw today is a lot more stable than what you might have seen in some of my other vlogs and videos. And I'm very grateful to them for being able to get me this. It's really made filming a lot easier for me. Pretty much it for the video, guys. I'm pretty happy with this place. For £200, it's not too bad for London, although it does take me 25 minutes to get to uni each day. And occasionally at night it does get a little bit loud, but luckily I'm away from the games room and all the social areas downstairs. So when people are partying, I am far enough away from it to be able to sleep soundly at night. So with Xenia Hall, it's not that bad actually compared to all the other student accommodations that are offered by Imperial College London, and it's definitely not a bad choice if you get this. I hope all of you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!